Hi, if you're new here, my name is Coach Rose Peterson. I'm a certified personal trainer, both in person and online, and a certified nutrition coach. I help moms locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over the world shed the weight holding them back from becoming their most energetic and authentic version of themselves so they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. You can find me at fitandconfidentmoms.com. Go over crush your cravings. So this is a part 2. Last week, if you were with us on our Tuesday talk, we did part 1, which was I shared the FAST method to crush your cravings. So if you struggle with cravings, you need to sit down, get a piece of paper and pencil, and get that notebook out, because I'm going to share some tactical strategies around how to crush your cravings. And I'm seeing everybody hop in. So say hello, type live if you're watching live, type replay if you're watching the replay. I love to see who's on, and I love to have a conversation going with you. Let me know, do you crave sweet or salty foods? Type that in the comments. What are your cravings, sweet or salty? I would love to know. And then also, where are you watching from? Where in the world are you? Because I love hearing. Hi, Teaspoon at LV Uncommons. Love your shop. Bring my kids in there frequently. You guys should go check them out. They have some great boba and tea options there. Hi, Christine. Thank you for watching. She says that she craves sweet foods. I do too, actually. That's one of my things. So if you're new to me, my name is Coach Rose Peterson. I am a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach and founder of RP Fitness and Nutrition. I coach women over 35 with their fitness and nutrition goals in person and all over the world virtually. So if you need help, now is the time. So I help women shed the weight holding them back from leveling up in life, love, and business. And right now, today is the last day to apply for your Black Friday promotion, where you're actually going to get 4 weeks of meal prep delivered to you. That's one of the really big ones that everyone's really excited about to get you started. So of course, I teach my clients how to lose weight and keep it off without products, supplements, crash diets, so that you have the tools you need to keep it off long term. But as a jumping off point right now, the holidays are really busy. So I thought, what a really great gift with enrollment, which is meal prep. So if you're out of Las Vegas, I have a substitute for you, but it is going to get shipped straight to you. So if you're interested in learning more about that Black Friday promotion, today's the last day for you to book a call with me so that you can find out more about that if you are needing coaching. So just type Black Friday in the comments and I will reach out to you. All right. I want to go over a little bit of last week because I just kind of want to catch you guys up. For some reason, last week on Instagram did not save it. So this will be good for people watching on Instagram so they get kind of a recap of last week. And then also for anyone watching here, I want you guys on Facebook to get that recap too. So I'm going to share my slides. We're going to try to get it. If you're on Facebook, we have slides. So if you're that type of person where you're very visual and you want to see words on the screen, make sure you friend me over on Facebook. Just search Rose Peterson, make that friend request, and then you'll get notified when I'm live there. Or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Search Coach Rose Peterson on YouTube and subscribe, and you'll be notified when I go live every Tuesday. All right. So what do you do when you have cravings? This first method that I taught last week, and we're going to go through it like super quickly. It's called the FAST method, F-A.S.T FAST. So I'm teaching the FAST way to crush your cravings. So FAST is an acronym for feel, accept, speak, and time. So these are the 4 things that I run through if I'm having a craving, and this is something that I teach my clients as well. Before we act on those cravings, I want you to feel what's going on, accept the feelings, speak it out, and practice time. Okay, so I'm going to go over a little bit of teaching points with you on that. I'm skipping through, we already talked. If you're on Facebook, I'm just skipping through my slides because we did talk about the meal prep. Actually, I'm going to go So I mentioned that if you are out of state, the bonus is a butcher box delivered right to you, which is an awesome gift. My sister-in-law and my brother subscribe to Butcher Box, and they love the quality of their food. They have amazing, amazing reviews. Okay, so hold on. Okay, here we are. Okay, so feel. So when we have a craving, I want you to feel what is going on, right? Maybe there is some type of uncomfortable feeling that you're experiencing, and we're turning to food to escape those feelings. And we want to instantly feel better. It could be maybe we're feeling anxious, maybe you're feeling lonely, overwhelmed, tired, stressed. A lot of times when we're experiencing a negative feeling, our automatic response that our brain has is to try to get over that feeling as quickly as possible. And so over the years, we may have developed a habit, or maybe our parents did this for us. So maybe we were upset, crying, or sad, and we went, our parents took us out to ice cream or something like that. And not that they were trying to have any harm long term, but they were trying to help you get over these uncomfortable feelings. And maybe as adults, we've had these patterns that are been ingrained in us that, oh, if I'm not feeling good, let me go to something sweet to comfort what I'm going through. So instead of covering up to instantly feel better, I want you to check in with yourself and figure out, what is this feeling that I'm dealing with? So negative emotions are like a check engine light for us. Okay. We're never going to be able to, grow the way we want to if we don't experience these negative emotions and allow ourselves to feel. That way we can overcome our habits that we have that we don't know, like that we don't want anymore. For example, I hear a lot of times people say, I know what to do, I don't know why I just do it, or I know I'm working on this goal, but I just decided to F it and cave and give in because I deserve this. I had a stressful day. And really, instead of covering it up to move on and dealing, with these negative emotions with food, you owe it to yourself to treat your emotions, especially the negative ones, as a check engine light and say, wait a minute, what am I feeling right now? Am I really hungry, or am I just stressed? Am I really hungry, or is it something else? And feel the feeling. We've got to be able to feel this feeling, which leads me into A for accept. Okay, so accept this internal tension that arises when there's negative feelings present. We have to learn to accept that negative emotions are part of our normal human experience, not something to just not, like, no one has a perfect life. No one is happy 24/7. We should be able to accept that negative feelings are a part of life and that it is okay to have these negative feelings. And it's okay to deal with them and process them in a healthy way. When we're always turning to food as our number one coping mechanism, that's not healthy for us. And that's what can cause unwanted weight gain, or can cause unwanted habits, these automatic habits that we've come up with in our life. So I would love for you guys to type in the comments, have you noticed anything like that yourselves? Like, if you experience a negative emotion, do you turn to food? Could it be and where is it when this is happening? Is it at home? Is it when you're at work? Is it when you're driving home? Maybe you're feeling anxious or thinking about the stress of the day, and you drive home and you stop at like Burger King or Del Taco just to help yourself feel better, knowing that like you probably have a healthy meal waiting at home, right? So if this sounds familiar, I would love for you to type it in the chat and let people know that this is normal. These are things that people go through all the time. Okay, S for speak. All right, so we felt the emotion. We accepted that negative emotions are okay. Now we need to label it. Okay, so difficult thoughts, they're easy to ignore if they're just in our head, right? We don't have to deal with it. We can just go get food and cover it up. But we need to speak it out. We need to speak our way out of this craving, and we need to name the emotion. When we speak it out and we name it, we can talk to it. right? And psychologists call this externalizing. So we can externalize these thoughts and put it out in front of us and have a conversation with our thoughts and say, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling stressed. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling lonely. And then we can ask ourselves, is this how we want to act? Do we want to turn to food? Will food solve these feelings? No, they won't. So for the next method, time. So I want you to put some time between the craving and the action that you are about to do. So one of the things you can do is you can distract yourself. Okay. So say you're craving some ice cream right after dinner because you've had this habit of every time I eat dinner, I want a little sweet. Put some time, just wait. You know, in your mind, you might think that I'm a little bit hungry, but I want you to practice just waiting. Put some time in between the craving that strikes and go and distract yourself. And if you just, for 5 minutes, pausing does wonders. Pausing allows yourself to have this conversation and figure out what is it I'm truly feeling. Don't wait to do this pause when you're at the end of the bag of chips or when you finished off a sleeve of Girl Scout cookies, Thin Mints, and then you pause and you're like, damn it, why did I do that? Trust me, and let's put some time to the craving. Pause first, distract yourself, and then after 5 or 10 minutes, check in with yourself to see if you really want it. All right, so I'm going to change over to my other slides because now that was just a review from part 1. We dug a lot deeper last week. If you missed that training, just go back into my YouTube archives. They're very organized, so you don't have to scroll through my social media feed and see all the videos and stuff I'm sharing. Just go right to YouTube and watch that replay. And then there you can put on captions, you can fast forward, you can do 2 times speed, all that jazz. Okay, so now, what if you're like, I have these cravings. I want to kind of come up with a substitute, something a little healthier than going to a fast food restaurant. So I came up with a list that I wanted to share with you guys. So here's some ideas to satisfy that salty craving. First of all, I always recommend, if you feel like snacking, please start with protein. If you pair it with protein first, one, it's going to be a lot more filling and more satisfying so that you don't end up overeating the snacky item. Okay, so a grilled chicken breast, some deli meat, beef jerky. And the reason I'm naming off these things is because these are things that are easy to grab and go. A protein bar, a tuna packet, a cottage cheese, a Greek yogurt. Grab some protein first. Get that to you're going to be fuller, and then you'll eat less of the snacky things. Okay, so I really like Skinny Pop popcorn or Air Pop popcorn, preferably Air Pop popcorn because you can control like the seasoning and stuff like that on there. But you can eat a lot of popcorn. There's a lot of volume to that without spending a lot of calories. If you think about your nutrition as a budget, you're budgeting your calories. So I love popcorn. Nuts are very satisfying, but we want to limit that to one thumb of nuts. They're crunchy, they can be salty. And there's a lot of nuts out there that are very healthy for you. So make sure you limit it to one thumb. I also love pop chips or baked chips like baked Lay's, baked Cheetos. And I actually get like the snack size from Sam's Club because it's already portion controlled for me. Both of those things, they have great flavor. They satisfy that salty craving. And then, beef jerky, pretzel thins. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, they're like, I just love chips. Like, what do you do? Pretzel thins are actually very little in fat. And so therefore they are lower in calories. So I love pretzel thins and a Greek yogurt dip. So I'll do like plain Greek yogurt and I'll mix ranch powder in it. Isn't that awesome? Some people may think it's crazy, but just wait till you try it. We do the Greek yogurt ranch powder dip, 2 cups of Greek yogurt, 1 packet of ranch powder. My kids love that. We'll have cut up veggies. They'll eat the whole thing. It's very filling, high in protein, and then we got the pretzel thins. Another thing you can do with Greek yogurt is you can stir in some salsa. So you can have that whole like chips and salsa thing. Now, if you absolutely have to have a tortilla chip, bake your own. You'll actually save a lot of calories by just slicing it up with like a pizza cutter or a knife real quick and bake them in the oven. They take a little bit more time, but if you really, really want that item, make it healthy, wait for it. Baking them saves so many calories. So I would love to hear in the comments, which one of these snacks will you try next? Anything new that you're going to keep on hand so then when that salty craving strikes, you have it on hand? I would love to know in the comments. All right, sweet cravings. So again, first and foremost, always start with protein first, but fruits, have fruits on hand, okay? Granola. Now, the caveat on that is look for granola that's lower in added sugar and lower in fat. Some granolas can really add up with the calories, but there are some lower sugar granolas and lower fat granola. I tend to look for granola that's less than 5 grams of fat per serving, and that's just because the higher the fats, the more the calories. So if we can find that granola that's lower in fats, then that's going to naturally be lower in calories. And then Greek yogurt. I love Greek yogurt. My current favorite right now is the Chobani less sugar because it doesn't have a sugar substitute. It's real sugar, but it's on the light side. So it's lightly sweetened. Halo Top ice cream is another favorite of mine because, again, it's high protein, lower in sugar. 2 squares of dark chocolate. Frozen fruit. Frozen fruit is an awesome go-to because it's kind of like a little treat. One thing I've discovered recently is chocolate dipped frozen fruits. They are so good. It's very little calorie damage as long as you portion it out for yourself. And then another thing that helps me satisfy sweet cravings is actually yummy protein bars. My 2 favorites are Quest protein bars, and I also like Barbell. I think they call Bearbell or Barbell. You can get them at Trader Joe's. They're literally like a candy bar, and they are so good. And what I like about it is I think they're 10 to 15 grams of protein. So again, I love sneaking in some extra protein for myself on the go and then have a little treat as well. So I would love for you guys to type in the comments, Christine, if you're still with me, any of these sweet treats you'll try as a substitute for your sweet cravings. I would love to know. Okay, and then what are your favorite healthy treats? Because I don't know all of the answers. There's people out there that are experts in cooking, finding those great healthy treats. So type them in the comments what healthy treats you like, because you're sharing with me, you're sharing for other people watching. It gives them ideas as well, especially heading into the holidays. Christine says, dark chocolate all the way. Yes, the darker the better. I love that too. And it's healthy for you. Okay, so these are just some, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, some of my transformation photos with my clients. This was a mother of 2, full-time teacher, volunteer, 100% virtual. She got a great result, as you can see with these before and after pictures with short workouts and simplified nutrition. Sherry, look at her amazing transformation progress photo, 12-week photo here on the left, but her overall goal, in the 1 year time that she spent with me, she lost 29 pounds with 3 young children at home. And you know how busy that is. I think her youngest at the time was like 6 months old. So she didn't think that she would be able to stick to a program, but we did it step by step in a way that she could handle while raising 3 young kids. And, in this success spotlight, she shared that she really overcame the mindset shift of, she thought at first taking time away to exercise was, she felt guilty that then she wouldn't be taking care of her kids. But then she realized that she needed to take care of herself first so she could be the best that she could for herself